right, guys, it started. OBERON.
So now it's time to actually get into, we're done housekeeping, and we're going to start talking about the Valis Undermine.
You just spoiled the name. We're supposed to be talking about the unannounced 2025 update.
We're going to talk about the unannounced fall 2025 update. And we're going to reveal the name
Valis.
at the end of the stream.
You gave him this power, so
I have no issue with it.
All right, guys, something in Orb
It's
Valis.
launching. Oh, I'm supposed
Yeah.
to say that.
Something in Orb Valis. Thank you, Steve.
I want to just show the audience at home how
No,
the
don't
assets
preview
look.
video.
What is this, Aranara from fucking Genshin Impact? Oh. Is that Neja?
Holy man, that
so
looks good.
good.
He looks like Neja! He looks like Neja, but a mushroom!
Art and Steve, you can tell us
No.
all about the update, but maybe
Another femboy? Oh no.
check it out.
No, it's The Last of Us.
yeah,
See.
yeah.
Type of
When it comes
Warframe.
to my gameplay, Charlie, we can take a look at Noko.
So cool.
Noko!
Noko is.
Hey, Noko! Alright,
So this is actually hilarious.
look at the skills.
God.
There's
So,
got
shall we
prime
play
continuity.
phone?
Sure. Yes.
So
Why is your rally in the back?
What the hell just
Did you just
happened?
spot your rally there?
yeah.
Whoa.
Really there?
Okay.
Well, I saw this animation this week,
Yeah.
and I was like, guys,
Prime
belly
redirection.
dancing.
Prime. They have streamline and they have
Animator very confidently
stretch.
said, because Urelli is
Because Noko is
Noko's
Ureli's
Urelli's brother,
little brother.
little brother. And they were so confident. I was like, oh, I guess that was the direction. Okay.
Oh, this is some lore drops
And
right
it
now.
is true that on paper, it was the vibes should be Ureli's little brother. That was the vibes.
was the vibes.
That was the vibes, but it's turned into like a game of telephone where now we're just going to make, well, we're not going to
Wait.
make anything canon, but
But are we keeping?
Is his little profile thing doing this, the Hinata thing?
like, to be clear,
Am I seeing that correctly?
the taste sheet and the vibes
Is he doing the Hinata thing?
feel like Ureli's little brother. Playful,
That
same
shit?
origins with Fortuna. So
Am I going crazy?
The animators made it
and
lower.
gave them the first ever duo idol. So it's very cute. And this is Noko. He is the.
Oh, okay, no. I thought he was doing that
helmet
type of shit.
I love it. It's like
his
Canadian
little,
winter.
His little
It's like-
Canadian hat.
Wow.
And what I can only describe.
So, guys,
as
he is a
the
femboy.
best
Got it.
camera in the history of Warframe.
They did it so well, thank you.
is-
I practice that every day in the mirror.
If I bought it yet.
There you go.
Did I miss it? What? No, it's down here. There it is.
Oh,
They follow you around.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
So,
The little cheeks on that.
Little. Like,
I actually like that ephemera. Not gonna lie, I like that ephemera.
Motion vectors are enabled for them if someone from the tech team is watching.
yeah.
Follow you around?
It's not a midget, man. It's a little baby mushroom.
the other
I like it.
What these guys are.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, we have an animation reel to show,
Oh, do
Charlie,
you?
if you don't mind. So this is
Okay.
this is where things got a little crazy, where all of the idols, of course, are very they're very personality driven. So here we go. Look at us.
These are his idol variants.
What is that? This is the new Warframe. Noko. He's a fun guy.
The moves.
You get it?
I love
It's
the
so
little
good.
Guys, you get it?
spin.
Ureli's little brother.
Yeah.
Guys, you get
I
it?
see it.
Because
This one is outrageous.
This is setting a high bar.
These are all sung too.
Uh,
So, like,
insane.
Yeah.
dun 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 dun.
Here comes
That's what he's doing.
Ureli's, which turned into an outrageously. Oh, the book.
Wait, that's the Dante thing.
What's he reading,
Oh,
chat?
that's funny.
What's he reading?
Looking at the pictures. Whoa.
He'd be reading Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man.
So we've never done this yet.
No,
have
we've
we?
never,
No.
we've never done.
Wow.
So this is a first.
Oh, whoa.
Wait, they didn't do this with
Yeah.
Gus and Grendel?
Yeah.
Love it.
So these are the first idols in Warframe that pull in a canonically adjacent linked Warframe to do something.
Sounds like the writers have.
Oberon, Titania, Gus, Grendel.
This will be news, but I think it's cute, and I think for me,
Come on.
it really shows because I know for like
With that, you gotta add the boys.
We did custom idols, the Korra Ushuru, so it
Yeah, Wukong and his clone.
flexes in the future.
Yeah.
Do duo idols with them.
Yeah, that's
like,
all.
there's a huge door.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so we have.
There we go. Okay.
Really cool.
Like people
Yeah.
love Gauss and Grendel, so I really think we could do something there.
I think you just made it.
Nice.
if we ever do something with
Nice. There we go.
yeah, like Gauss
All right,
and
the
Grendel
boys.
idols, I think would be awesome. So this is new tech. We're working
Thank you.
on for this. So yeah,
I don't know. Are we going too far with the cake?
let's talk about that with some gameplay.
Like,
so,
are we the
So what
are
we're
we
gonna,
the pushers, or is it like expected of us now
no,
that
no,
we're
no,
like?
no. Yes, too far. Yes, maybe. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna show
Never.
you how
No,
you
seen lots of
access
no.
this content.
What?
Not far enough. Yeah.
In order to play the Valis Undermined, you need to have done the new war because as the orb Valis thaws,
Look at all these people gonna cry right now. I don't want to do the new war.
perhaps some fungus emerge, some decay. So if you have finished the new war, you will be led by a little mushroom guy who's running away somewhere into a new exposed sort of decay.
Oh my God.
Under here is the airlock, and this is a place where there's a Solarian that has been sort of lost to time.
See Nico out there?
This is Nightcap.
He'd be nice.
He's a brand new character.
He looks
Guys,
rad. I
we
haven't
old
seen him.
mate.
Yeah, Nightcap.
He's
New
rotten.
character coming in the Fortuna hub, and my cat or my dog, I guess, is kind of vibing with him.
Doesn't respect boundaries.
And there is a whole bunch that you can do with him. He will let you
Browse
buy all
wares?
of the Noko wares. He will let you buy for the first time. This is for all the decorators. We have added more flora in this update than we have in any update in the history of Warframe. So if
Okay.
you've ever wanted potted plants, if you've ever wanted anything like that,
Nice little
we are
brother?
adding,
No.
we are officially
He's
adding plant decorations.
Yareli's little
for the
brother.
first time, I think, in Warframe history.
Oh, that's amazing.
I can think of a game that might want to steal some of these assets.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
There's a lot of green thumbs in chat right now. Look at this.
yeah.
People are very excited about this.
yeah.
Huge, finely green.
Field guide.
And there's something kind of quirky and weird with what we're doing for this gameplay loop, where out in the deep Valis Undermines, there are a huge variety of mushrooms or fungi that you will need to find.
Yep.
And you can find them, learn about their results. Some of them make you do things.
So the Genshin Impact
They're
quest.
basically all based on like fun little impacts that are very hallucinatory and or trippy, which we'll show you a little.
All right, so it's the Genshin Impact quest from Sumeru.
Progress in the store, you'll be needing to find enough of this decay.
The Prince.
Prince. And the Prince is a mushroom species that Nightcap has been tending to try and sort of like bring peace to what's going on here. And if you feed it, you will be able to go on little adventures. And one of those, I'm just gonna do something now, Charlie, if you don't mind going away just for a second.
Pardon me.
One of those adventures, actually I should say all of these adventures,
The
will
plan
take you
update?
into a world where you will learn the backstory of Noko, you will learn why Nightcap is down here. Come on.
Are we gonna get a campaign? Oh, sorry, not campaign. A little quest for Noko, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's so good.
What is happening? What have you guys done?
lights.
Is this where the new music is in these parts, or?
Are we playing?
That's perfect.
I was wondering where the new music was going to come.
That's perfect.
So cool.
You know, it would have been really nice if they made this a
Having to kind of
side-scrolling
navigate the memories of Nightcap.
platformer like
story drops
Ori.
as you go through this. So be careful what you eat out there is all I have to say, Tenno.
They should have made this like Ori.
Careful what you eat. Be careful where you walk. Careful where you fall, and you will be able to unlock the story in detail.
Far Cry 3 trip?
Noko
You know, I never played, so I wouldn't know.
participating in these little adventures. So
The skipping is.
Little Nightmares? Never played.
there we go. All right, you need to go away for just a second, Charlie. Now, since the dawn of time, the elevator in Fortuna has only gone up.
Oh, guys.
Mine right now.
Now, what
Don't.
if-
It's going down now.
No.
What if?
No. There's no way. It only goes up.
What if it went down?
The underworld better be
Ignore the rope
better.
lights and stuff, this is
It
very
better look
development.
nice. Better look nice, boys.
Could it be that there is an entire underground deep mine? It could be.
We went down.
We went down. So there is a huge expansion underneath Fortuna, underneath the Orb Valis, that will be letting you play and connect to things you never would have imagined connecting before. If you've been to the Corpus Labs where the
Okay.
are, if you've been anywhere, you'll be doing like the old reversal where the entire underground is available for you.
Amazing. And this comes out later next year?
No, it comes out October 15th.
Well, that's soon.
Yeah.
That's soon, boys. In like what, couple of weeks?
You will find a whole
When is
area
that?
to explore, mushroom patches to find,
Amazing.
loot to grab.
Yep.
As you can see, this is a critter liberation, so we will be freeing the vermink from the labs. What we've done here is we've done it in a way that is a brand new tile set based off of the Fortuna vibes that connects to the very
I liked Fortuna. I like the design of Fortuna.
open world, but it's not actually an open
3
world.
weeks?
Like, it doesn't connect in a way that lets you go free roam, so you are sort of capped by only doing the mines. So this is our way of giving you something big this year, soon, without making a whole other open world. But it's like it's big.
So it's a mini open world.
Say critter liberation fast.
I already
So,
made that.
so just like Genshin Impact with its upper layer and lower layer update. Got it.
Risky.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go on a little adventure. I'm actually gonna start with Noko's third ability.
Third a bit.
People will be waiting for this. Actually, no, we'll start with this first.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
This is Stink Brain.
Stink brain.
Brain.
So what you'll find with Noko is he's a very fun guy, and he's throwing all his different mushroom types. This is Bright Bonnet. So these are two different mushroom types, and the general theme and idea is that you want to get these mushrooms out, get them pulsing, so that you're sort of making a garden of fungi around the battlefield. They each have different effects. Steve, do you want to read them off the sheet?
Yeah, Stink Brain
I'm gonna show you the top and the bottom so you see everything.
sheds poisonous spores, inflicting DT_viral_color viral damage and status effect upon nearby enemies. Clearly that's
Viral.
from a Loke tag in the game.
Sure. And what about oh no. What
Bright
about
Bonnet, though, releases a rejuvenating mushroom that emits a radio pulse, increasing Noko and his allies' energy and applying a buff to ability strength that lasts for a short time.
and what about his third ability?
Reroute. Are we seeing this yet?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Reroute. Reverting to sprodling form. That is a word.
Sprodling.
Sprodling. Causing Noko to heal rapidly. While in this state, Noko is untargetable and releases spores that lull nearby enemies to sleep.
So you can walk on.
Very interesting dream.
To sleep, but with what about
Look at him.
what about Xmas units?
And yes, you can like float, and you can like.
Why he got cheeks?
down.
Why are you looking down there?
Little guys have very shapely posterior.
I know. You take Ember Heirloom.
Is this the
They have
Yeah.
cute
what
little
Jeff
butts.
was talking about?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You can see, well, they're jumping a lot. So I
That's
guess
true.
that,
That's
you know.
true. They're getting that posterior workout in. Love it. And then the fourth ability, Spore Spring, unleashes a chaotic ballistic mushroom that seeks enemies and bounces explosively off whatever it touches.
It's a stationary Warframe.
Like if you can imagine the wind up of like a just the most chaos. If it bounces on enemies, mushrooms, it's so it basically. Let's see if we can find some enemies to use it on.
That sounded like a.
It's a stationary Warframe because those things don't move.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
So yeah, contact with any of Noko's mushrooms invigorates them, doubling their effect triggering rate. Is that also on enemies as well now, or
Yeah,
from
so
your
really,
description?
so you can see that I cast a Stink Brain.
So it's old school.
Everything's probably gonna die, but you
Toxin and viral. All right.
it's bouncing around back and forth. Let's see if I can find
I was right.
enemies to cast the ultimate on, as well as the garden. But really, what we're dealing with here is you're placing these mushrooms tactically as you go.
Yeah.
You can, when you're in your little sprodling form.
It looks.
Lots of opportunities to really just like turn the battlefield into.
His 3 looks very powerful.
You can CC enemies with, and if you get momentum going with the Spore Spring, what you'll find is you can really just absolutely dominate
His 3 definitely not.
for all things Noko.
And if you like cute sounds, this is the frame for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff this is one of the sound designer's first frame that he's ever worked on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Jeff
cool.
has been working on it, and yeah, the cute little sounds that he's been coming up with for the abilities
His 3 is skill tree. Yeah, his 3. Again,
He's
as I said, every new frame has an ability that will give you energy or survivability. So all the new frames have an oh shit button or some way to avoid danger.
getting energy, strength, viral over and over and over again with increased windup. So
So yeah, you're kind of
Oraxi has her 4
Shroom Garden, and then
and goes
this will
invisible.
allow you to survive.
Sight
fully,
goes invisible.
and then you can
Temple
walk around,
goes invulnerable.
have a little time.
It's good, no?
that sounds amazing. Do you want to show this more?
It's
Do you
like
want to look at
every new frame is just the same when you
There
think about
actually
it.
is a sound video we
Come on,
Microphone
pause champ and touch.
damage attenuation? Are you guys?
Hello. Sorry I couldn't be there with you for the dev stream, but here I am virtually to talk about damage attenuation. You guys have been asking us to look at it for a while, so here we are. Sorry if there's a little bit of construction noise, cannot be helped. So what is it? Damage attenuation is a system that we use mostly for bosses.
It makes your dick
Take a lot of
smaller.
damage in a short amount of time. They raise their defenses so they don't die as fast. What is the purpose of it? The purpose is, since we have such a big gap on how much damage you can do in Warframe, think of someone that has been playing for a long time, but doesn't have the best ribbon in the world, doesn't have max arcanes, they don't have like all the shards, Tau Forged,
They've been playing it for a while. They don't have that.
etc., etc. Compare that to someone that does have the best of the best, the latest incarnate, everything format to the extreme. That gap in damage is so large that if we tune bosses for the bottom group, then for the top group, whenever you go into a brand new boss that we just released, like we just released Thoraxia, for example, you go in to fight the brand new boss that we worked on, you get there, shoot her once, she's dead. Obviously, that would be pretty anticlimactic. You probably wonder, why did he spend 4 to 6 months working on this boss if he's just going to die in one shot?
That's why you do
Probably would
mechanics
be pointless for us to even
and
work
put
on
a certain health pool.
So if we, instead of that, tune the damage numbers for the top group, then that bottom group is going to suffer because it's going to take a million years to kill that boss because he's going to have so much health that he's going to feel.
That means it's not for them yet.
So obviously we don't want either of that. So that is the purpose of this. It allows us to balance somewhere in the bottom middle, and then basically damage attenuation takes care
No, you
of
shouldn't.
making the fight.
If it's a high level
certain amount of
boss,
time for both.
leave it for high level
What are the
players.
issues
Let
with
people
this?
gear
Well,
up.
There's a few.
That's what
the
I'm
first
saying.
one is it doesn't work really well for scaling levels. So
You don't expect new players to go into Uber Arbiter.
for the normal version, so when you fight the version in like Deep Archimedia, for example, sometimes those fights, and you probably experienced it if you're a veteran, those fights end up taking 25 minutes or something.
Yeah, they suck.
And obviously that's not fun for anyone. The other issue is that it's very confusing. There's many different variants of the system. So some are affected by fire rate, some are affected by other things. So that obviously is no.
Yeah, I did not like that explanation
understands
because
exactly how it works.
that's a clear progression arc.
So we don't like that.
You start from the
Third issue is obviously for a
bottom,
game like
get
ours,
stronger.
where it's a lot about like getting the next upgrade and getting the more powerful mod and the more powerful Raven and blah blah. It feels bad that once you have good gear, the boss fights don't feel that different than when you have extremely good gear, because once you're past a certain point, the damage attenuation will kind of keep pushing back so you don't go too fast. Obviously, that doesn't feel good. So what are we changing about?
All right, here we go,
A
boys.
few things. So first, no more flat numbers. So the way it works right now is essentially all of those damage attenuation thresholds are set up by flat numbers. So imagine something like, once you deal more than 10,000 damage in a second, the damage attenuation kicks in. Well, that works fine when you're like in normal. Once you're in Steel Path, 10,000 damage is kind of nothing. So that means the attenuation kicks in right away. Once you're obviously in Deep Archimedia, it means 10,000 damage. You apply 100 times that.
Yeah.
It obviously is not very useful at that point.
Okay.
So instead of that, now it's going to be based on percentages, and that will allow it to scale much better throughout the game. So you'll never encounter now those 30-minute fights in Deep Archimedia. We're going to standardize it. Again, like I said earlier, we have many different versions. So there's like some that are affected by crit, some that are not, some that can be circumvented with fire rate, some that were made for a single boss. We have a whole bunch of different systems for this. We're going to standardize them all into one.
Okay.
So that
So then the
as a player,
acolytes
you have
acolytes are going to be
a clearer
easier to
experience
one-shot
when you're
now.
playing against bosses, and it doesn't feel like it's all over the place depending on the boss that you fight. And it also makes it easier for us to maintain and be sure that it's working as expected. Because
Way easier
it's
to
a single
one-shot.
system, and as we touch it, it basically spreads throughout the game. We're lowering the attenuation. This is to address that other thing that I was saying, which is that at a certain point you feel like your upgrades no longer kind of matter for bosses because the damage attenuation kicks in too early. So right now there's some bosses where attenuation kicks in like when you have almost no gear, you immediately starts kicking in. So with these new numbers, it's much more forgiving. It takes significantly longer for those the damage attenuation to kick in. It's hard to give you like precise numbers because again,
We'll have to
also
see it in
will
practice.
scale based on the level that you're fighting. But if you're something like Deep Archimedia, you probably can have an Incarnon with Roar, and you'll have a hard time kicking into the damage attenuation. Basically, it'll be hard to break into that barrier where the damage attenuation starts to intervene. So hopefully with that, you'll feel more the effects as you get gear and as you get stronger. You'll be able to see larger numbers against those bosses. Obviously, if we just did that, the bosses would die immediately. So overall, we're changing the effective health of those.
So they'll have more health.
We know where you're gonna fight them, so we know like if you're fighting one in Steel Path, we know the sort of gear that we can expect from you to have on Steel Path. We know what sort of gear we can expect from you in something like Deep Archimedia or a normal. So we're gonna tweak the health of those bosses to deliver a similar experience to what it is today on.
If they're nerfing their damage reduction, they'll have to increase the
A
health.
similar amount of time, but that does mean that because now it's health and not attenuation, if you get better gear, you kill the boss faster. If you have lesser gear, you kill the boss slower. So
I'd rather have a larger health pool than damage attenuation.
the other thing is we're fixing it for multiplayer. Right now, the way it works is once attenuation kicks in for one player, it kicks for everyone. So with this new version, let's say you're super veteran with all the gear in the world,
Hey,
attenuation will kick in, but it won't affect.
that's a
someone
cheap
that
trick,
has
Pablo. Don't do that.
middle of the road gear playing with you. It'll have to apply for each person. So, yeah. So there's way too many bosses. It's a very large change. There's a lot of bosses. There's a lot of versions. You know, the normal, the Steel Path, the Deep Archimedia, the hard modes. There's many variants, and obviously there's a lot of different kind of combinations with different warframes, different weapons, and whatnot. So we're definitely expecting that once this releases, we're still gonna need to tweak it some.
They can't just remove it.
Test it out, and you play it, and you give us the experience. You'll say like, "Hey, Paolo, you know this."
'Cause it will take longer to rebalance the game.
Taking too long.
This is faster.
We'll probably nerf it. And then you'll say, oh, this one now just drops when I shoot it twice. We'll probably buff that one. And then basically, we're going to need your feedback to help us figure out the things that need touching. A great example, for example, is
Test servers.
the Tridolon. We've tried it with the best gear on live and on dev, and it feels pretty similar to us. But if you're out there and you say like, hey, I could do
Tridolon.
27 runs per night before, and now I can only do 26, we'll take a look and we'll see what we can do. Anyway,
27.
back to talk about OBERON later.
That's hacking, Pablo.
Adios.
We're going to take a look at a recap slide from that awesome video.
Yeah, 27 a night. That's called hacking.
A
No,
rework video.
Yes.
Hello. I'm back this time. OBERON Rework. I'm going to go a little bit out of order.
Guys, clap in chat. Clap in chat.
Abilities, not in the order that they're listed, but in the order that you kind of use them in mission. So hopefully that'll make
He's not draining energy over time with his 3.
Let's start with his third ability, Renewal. So Renewal is a heal over time. It now applies on affinity range instead of a fixed range. The ability cost is now fixed. It doesn't change. Before it increased for every ally that got it. So
Oh my god, it was horrible with Necros
party
minions.
members with summons and stuff like that, it could get extremely expensive for you to sustain the ability. So you no longer have that problem. You also don't need to recast if they lose it. Before you had to, if they were nullified or if they fell into a hole, you had to be recasting the ability. Now
Okay.
you need to do that, so that's pretty good.
All right.
It also increases armor for you and your allies. So you can see in that upper right,
So you don't have to synergize with the 2.
that is how much armor Renewal is giving me. And for allies, it gives twice as much. So you can actually protect them quite a bit with that.
Man, fuck them.
Also, the heal is doubled when used on Hallowed Ground. So let's put a Hallowed Ground here. So right now the heal is even doubled right now. You can see I cast it this way. What is this? Hallowed Ground is now a circle. No longer a cone. You no longer need to mod extreme ranges to cover the area. It is now always radial, so much easier to maintain. We also improved quite a bit how it works on separate distances like that. So you
Elevations. Yes, this is one of the issues. Yes.
No longer. It used to have a lot of issues when you try to.
Oh, wait,
use it in,
guys, you see that? Universal health orbs.
elevations. So now it actually adapts quite well.
Universal health orbs. You see that?
Things like this. Additionally to that, it now does radiation much more reliably. Before it was like a chance to deal radiation once per second. Now it's guaranteed radiation twice per second. So you can see enemies are getting to 10 stacks of radiation
What is that?
pretty quickly, which synergizes really well with something like Arcane Fallout. You can see the orbs are there.
Oh, it's Arcane Fallout.
We use this thing before.
I never used that arcane.
My yapping kills us all. We also upgraded how Hallowed Ground interacts with nullifiers. So the way it used to work is as soon as a nullifier touched any part of the Hallowed Ground, it would basically dispel it. It was pretty annoying because Hallowed Ground could be quite big.
Yeah.
So now it will only prevent the effects of Hallowed Ground on allies that are inside the bubble or on enemies that are inside the bubble. It will no longer dispel the ground.
Okay.
We also made that change for Oraxia, and we also made a few other changes to three other interactions with nullifiers.
Nidus. Cataclysm, Magnetize, Snow Globe.
His passive. So you see those shields that I have around me?
Yeah.
Those are his new passive. When
Unwavering
the orb
Devotion.
picks up a health orb, he will get one protection like that and will give it to his allies as well. And that protection, what it does is when you take a hit, you take no damage. So you can see that absorbed the entire damage for the
Kome?
entire damage attack. So basically you can use that to be like fully protected as long as you're getting orbs, which is pretty easy to do when you have Fallout, or later we'll talk about some other
I have to get this Arcane Fallout. I don't even know what it does.
one. There's an Eximus, who's a good target to use it on. So you see when I cast
Screen
it,
shake.
immediately removed all of his overguard in one shot, and it does percentage damage and then does a secondary hit around them for that percentage of damage to enemies around it. So you want to use it on units that have a lot of health, so that the damage then they deal around them is higher. See him? There you go. So the entire overguard is gone, and you see it killed a bunch of enemies around it because he has quite a bit of health. So his fourth ability now has
Acid Shells.
so you have to be careful where you use it. Now when you use it, it will always strip armor, which I guess I didn't choose the best place to showcase that because they don't have armor, but the armor strip no longer requires you to have them on the grass. It will work in any situation.
Okay.
It does way more damage now, something like more than triple, I think.
Okay.
And also scales based on how many stacks of radiation they have on them, so that deals even more damage. It also gives you armor for every enemy you hit, and it also scales with how many stacks of radiation you have. So in the top there, now it says 1288. If you remember earlier, it was like 600 and something, so it now gives you even more armor there, which obviously synergizes really well with then giving armor to your allies and protecting them of everything that's going around them.
Okay.
Also, this ability always used to give health orbs. We just picked some of those. But they used to be very hard to do because you had to get the exact kill with the fourth, which is tough to do. Because obviously
Now it's just a tag.
a whole bunch of other AoE.
Now it's just a tag.
Now it marks enemies, so when you kill them, they still drop the orbs. You can see the orbs flying there, even though I didn't kill them with the ability. Just the fact that I used the ability on them marked them to basically get those, be able to drop those orbs, which synergizes really well with his.
I need Arcane Fallout right now.
The protective stuff that you see around me, so that
Wait.
enemies can't.
Is Arcane Fallout a pig's chip arcane?
And that's about it. That's the whole kit. Hopefully you understood. Like, I'm sorry I gave it out of order, but I think hopefully that made more sense that if I tried to explain it in order. but who knows? You'll tell me if I should not do that ever again. For more details, because there's a lot of nitty-gritty details that I couldn't go over in this video, you can find those in the dev blog, and it'll go into way more detail than I did here. Hopefully you're excited to try it out. I'll see you soon. Adios, adios, adios. Take care, take care, take care. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah. Good job, Pablo.
2 videos back to back. We have a recap slide for that one. Take a screenshot because we still have a ton to do and it's only...
Yeah, exclamation QOL if you want to look at details on the damage attenuation and the changes in the dev workshop, and exclamation Oberon so that you can find out the details there.
Look at
and
him.
Wait, guys,
Awesome.
Wow.
Marketing team.
I need a couple of more.
Arts team.
Wait.
the smite changes.
It just feels so good.
So many cool things to show you, including the mod quest.
Yes. So would you believe that in addition to Oberon Rework, damage attenuation, the teacher.
You have 3? Yo. Yeah. Message me in game, exclamation IGN. All right. That's Corpus, by the way. The teacher. Oh, that's
The intro quest is to teach you modding. All things the teacher will be released. You can play it if you're new or a veteran, and hopefully it gives you a real hands-on look at all things modding in Warframe. It happens right after Vor's Pride.
Huge. He's got 3.
Introduces Teshin, and our good friends at Sumo,
Sumo,
have
yes.
worked very hard on not only all things Valis Undermined,
Yes.
but also on
The old police was blurred. I mean, it's gotta be.
just a quick intro cinematic. The actual quest itself has some pretty chonky moments for you to feel like you're seeing some really interesting early Warframe stuff.
Huge.
That plays right after Force Prize. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. I hope you'll obviously if you know how to mod, this won't really
How will Oberon augments work? I don't know. We'll have to see, man.
Be cool. to
Yeah,
go
Yeah.
it'll
through
still
it.
be very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15th October. That's when it's coming. So it's like what, 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Best part was damage attenuation rework. Forgettable. We'll have to see it in action, to be honest. All right, Smite target is now completely stripped. Completely stripped of overguard and armor. Okay. And loses 35% of its current health. All right. Specifically, health and shields in an instant, capped at 75%. The target is also force staggered and open to melee finishers. I don't know why I would need to do that, but I guess if you're gonna do, finisher build, we can. Smite does not bypass shields. Okay. So the effect, the final damage to health. Okay. Enemies within 6 meters of target receive 50% of the damage. You're definitely gonna have to build this with range, because, yeah, I feel like that range is pretty small. 6 meters is a bit small. Yeah. Okay, with this change, wait. Oh, so there's no seeking anymore. Yeah. Imagine Destiny 2 had this dev team. Imagine Destiny had a dev team. Smite Infusion, unchanged, so it's still going to give you radiation damage. Hallowed Ground is a useful tool in Oberon's kit, but needed in general quality length of pass. Yeah, so now Hallowed Ground is a instant cast full circle. I don't know about the base range. Hopefully they tweaked a bit of the base range. That would have been so good. Ability range, increase its radius instead of the arc. Okay. Also increase the height of Hallowed Ground to affect both flying enemies and double jumping allies. That's pretty good. Okay, due to the increase in size of Hallowed, we reduced the maximum number of Hallowed Grounds from 4 to 3. That's fine. Nullifiers can no longer destroy Hallowed Ground. Big W. Instead of the bubbles, instead their bubbles simply nullify its effect for anyone inside it. That's absolutely 100% fair, right? Just use a miter, okay, or just kill the nullifier. Radiation damage of Hallowed Ground now gives guaranteed radiation status effect. Guarantee, guys. So there's no chance. So this is going to be really good for reapplying a lot of radiation procs. So orange shards are going to be Giga. Okay. Iron Renewal buff no longer requires interaction with hallowed ground. See renewal changes. Okay, removed armor stripping from enemies that survive Reckoning, as the mechanic is now being added to Reckoning itself. Okay, the status of effect cleansing and immunity is unchanged for Oberon allies, so you still have to stand on the patch of grass to be, you know, immune and cleanse. Okay. What do you call it? No longer a weapon-coded ability? Oh, so they changed Hallowed Ground to, Smite to no longer be a weapon-coded ability. Yeah. So no Vigorous Swap or anything like that, or Arachne to buff Smite. That's a big, it's all right. It's fine. It's all good. All right, Renewal. Renewal is often compared to WISP reservoirs. But, you know, Oberon did come out first. Just saying. Actually, okay. Whoa. So, that's the eruption damage. Alright. The double armor for teammates is an L. It should be the same for everyone in the squad. Yeah, it kind of sucks that we have to eat dicks and protect our teammates. Man, fuck them. I want the fucking armor. What if you're playing solo, not with teammates? Right? Think about that. Renewal is often compared to Wisp reservoirs. It in the latter heals more or less. The goal of our change to this ability is to amplify and simply renewal's effect. What? To simplify. I can't read. Oh my god. Simplify renewal's effects to offer more impact. All right. Remove the increased energy cost per target. I remember when I first cast this ability with my buddy. He was playing fucking Necros. Right. He did the, you know, arise. Right. He pulled the fucking Sun Jinu. And then my fucking energy just went.
Arise.
What happened? Just like that. It was gone. Dead. My energy was unalive. Okay. Updated renewals VX effects to be clearer when channeled. Okay. Players can identify. So renewal is still going to be a drain over time. Just kind of smudge. We're just going to have to deal with that. Reduce skill issue augment. Yo. So Phoenix Renewal, right, used to just like be like Nidus's or your Valkyr's passive. Now from 90 to 60 seconds. So every 1 minute you can protect yourself from skill issue. Wrecking now only targets enemies in Oberon's line of sight. This close. You were this close. Why? You were this close. You were this close. Why'd you have to do this? Damn. Increase the bonus damage to enemies affected by radiation status effect. So, Hallowed Ground, use your 4, do more damage. Damage is double if the target has maximum radiation stacks. With guaranteed radiation status effect to those standing on Hallowed Ground, it should be easier to ensure they receive the bonus damage. Yes. Oberon receives 10 armor per enemy hit. Does this scale with strength? Bonus armor is capped at 1,000 and persists for 30 seconds. The bonus armor cap does not scale, but the duration can be increased with mods. Okay, so it doesn't scale, boys. It doesn't scale. It's capped to 1,000. Enemies affected by radiation status give an additional 5 armor per hit. Surviving enemies have 50% of their armor permanently removed. This mechanic was originally tied to Hallowed Ground, but the interaction is no longer required to remove armor. Otherwise, the armor reduction is unchanged. So it's still armor strips just fine. So this time you don't have to do your and then you can just use your 4 all the time. It's still shit for Arcane Battery. You can stack his renewal and the 4. To be honest, you're better off running more strength. Okay, so the bonus armor granted from Hallowed Ground patches now has a grace period. The buff will remain active for 3 seconds. Oh, okay. That's interesting. What about the status immunity and shit? Do we have a grace period? Do you still have a grace period for like the status immunity? That would be really nice. So yeah, that's the Oberon rework. Oh, new passive. Picking up a health order. Oh. Oh yeah, the new shields, right? The unwavering devotion shields. With LOS on 4 will probably be a subsume slot. I don't know. We'll see how strong the first ability is, because remember it's initially single target, so you have to target something, and then the actual radius is 6 meters, and we're not sure how high we can scale that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see all the values. We'll test all the values first, and then we'll decide which one is going to be a helmet slot. Because we still want to keep 2. 2 is going to be our constant debuffer for radiation. Then the 4 will deal double damage, give us more armor. Yeah, and yeah, his 4 drops orbs, his 3. So, I don't know. It's not only about the strip, the thing, Demelf. It's about the other utility. Do we give him orange shards now? I have 6 orange shards. Gain ability damage. Don't use his 3rd? Yeah, I replaced his 3rd with Uhu.